Hey, Tawola Bafetu, Tawola Bafetu, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's good. It's a Thursday night. And you guys know what that means. It means Bucs Chat Live is live, man. Bucs Chat Live is live. I've got very big pioneers with me, very big, large men. We've got the youngest serving member of the Happy People TV, Mtatos. It's been a long time, bro. It's been a long time. Glad to see you back. We have Il Paganel, Kulu, Kamzela, Chaos, and then we have the substitute teacher. We have Mukwetlisi, the technical director of the channel, Mr. Coach Zikipan Bafetu.
I correct.
But chance, yeah, it's transfer season, Bafetu. In other words, how na polo, there was a little bit of football pertaining to our signing Kwayiba. Also, there are obviously the rumors. I like to call transfer season him season. There was another one that came out today about a manager called Florent Ikbenge, CAF winner. There has been people who have gone out. Apparently, Mako and thingy and Manyane have been linked to Chiefs, which leaves us empty. Dako left backing with only two players that we can think of relying on so far right now. And also, we have a midfield crisis, Buffet. Arna midfield. Hi, I also notice. I hope this is the time that you notice. Arna midfield. Ho hang Buffet too. We have one signing so far. We are linked with a couple, but you guys know how it is. This is Bucs Chat Live. Hello, now you can take out your frustrations and yeah, let's enjoy this therapy session. Before we kick off. Please, guys, don't forget to hit the like. Hit the subscribe to be notified and share. So let's grow this community. Don't go in advance. Yeah. If you are a big Pagania, you will speak.
That's it. Artyom, let's just go straight to the meat. Midfield.
Yeah.
I don't want to make the statement myself. Gents, I don't know if we all saw the Bafana game against Tanzania, but I think something very important there. Hotto midfield their Pirates. Talent Mbatha, Twist Nepe, and Tito Maswanganyi. Those not midfield. If they won, those not midfield at all. Perhaps I'm pessimistic. I went into I was worried throughout the season. Remember the Mbatha midfield enough from January.
The 0-0, no, from January. Yeah.
So I could get to make we've got a midfield crisis, my friend. Makhaula's carrying an injury that's probably going to be low. Okay, that's probably we don't know how long it is, man. And now once I see a moon boot,
So Hunter next, the coach who have it.
Arena coach, Arena midfield.
Harina. Because also because if you think about it, thank you, Nomsa, for commenting there nice and early in the show. Please don't forget to like. And but she's saying Mbatha and Tito really need to up their game. I think the reason why it's actually a little bit complicated. If you guys look at, I'll see if I can get a chance to look, but if you guys look at our squad, we actually are packed when it comes to Sebetsang in the midfield department. Go Orlando Pirates, Bafetu. We have Goodman Musele. We have Hana. Who else confused us? We have Goodman Musele. We have
ACL.
Goodman Musele.
Sure. You guys will remind me, but actually in the sixth position, the ball winning position, we are stacked. When it comes to 8, we have nobody in between Odlamini and Tito and the CDM.
Who is this stack of whom you speak, KP?
Yeah, and I want to clarify that as well. Which stack are you talking
No,
about,
but
Kevin?
the thing is, now you guys are making me think. Now you guys are making me think. No, but I can take a look. But while you speak, Mr. Coach, I will take a look. But what do you think about our midfield issues? Especially because, like Nomsa said, Mbatha, Tito, the beginning of last season, saying Nahani midfield, we were like, okay, and then it'll be Makhaula and Mbatha and Tito. And if Tito gets side, we'll put on Shenko. How the mighty have fallen.
So are they gonna get back to their form?
No, that's why we are saying it's a crisis. Because if you think about it, Jose was a big reason for why Tito could be such a problem for defenders, because I think his biggest thing was that thing Rihanna position, what he express, he's standing on top of the ball. I don't think the next coach is gonna allow him to do that, which means we might lose a little bit of an X factor. Now Shenko disappointing when it comes to tough games. And then we have Mbatha who betrayed us. Why did you betray us, Mbatha? Why did you make us think you were dope? So, okay, ring it away.
Yo, Pagadea.
One thing about Pirates, the shots keep on coming. Okay, we lost the coach. So let's try and keep the players we have, and then sign a little bit more players. Hey, Pirates sometimes the hits, they just want to keep the hits coming. I say what are like
Club World Cup quality players.
It has been a problem even last season. I think Kurufela, Makhaula, Mbatha. In terms of injuries, they were very consistent. That much. Mara, more positioning was the Shenko Tito. We knew we could alternate there, but it has been a problem. The problem
especially
is
especially if you look at how the season ended, it was clearing. Tito for 19 minutes. Mbatha for 90 minutes. I just want to read out the stack, Mr. Coach. Here's your stack. Our stack is like this. We have Talent Mbatha, Ndaba Iteto and Ndondlo, Maketleni Makhaula, Kabelo Dlamini, Rasebocha Selailo, Simpiwe Slepe, Goodman Musele. Yeah, that is our midfield. So in the six, we have somebody to win the ball. And Mbatha come relegator. You just win the ball for me, please. Makhaula's and just win the ball for me.
I want to poke holes a little bit there. Our Nalba to take the ball. Lepe Ana 10 professional appearances. Makhaula. His contract has not yet been extended, by the way. Yeah,
what?
It will be extended, but it has not yet been extended as it stands. And he's 35 years old. Can't forget that. Mbatha, asafuna ukudlala ibhola. Kahle kahle ubani lo mthembi kulesi. Ngoba nathi bethu by the way.
Yeah. Mukenye listing here.
Musele is one out of Lion, but there are no answers about Musele. But Shabaka Maxim, one of the guy, Orufiti,
yeah, even Nomsa says here in the comments, I really wonder why we didn't give Goodman a chance. Shenko is unfit, he's a mastermind, but he's really not able to perform above 60 minutes. And he's not even an impact player. And then she's like, and then Rasebocha as an 8, while Kim Woody goes to 10, alternating with Ndondlo. Ooh, Nomsa, you are trying to make those straws do gymnastics there.
May I want to keep us honest so that we can really look at the fact. Lionel Rasebocha just had surgery, I think, a month ago for an ACL. Will be like, if we see him, we'll see him in in March, February. Maela.
Guys, Kopaleng saving Mr. Coach Ratadi bad news.
Because parents give him bad news. Because parents give him bad news. That's why.
But the truth hurts, man.
Hey, Shumpetu. Who wants
The
that?
truth hurts.
Now we're talking about potentially playing in the 6th position and so on. That's the news going around Mapagane.
When we start alternating players, change or where can maybe that's when you know we have a player shortage. Rashota. Strong.
Yeah,
Next season we Mbappe.
Oh, Mpetsu, give him more midfield. Mpetsu. I wanna at some point get into the whole Kwayiba thing, but I just wanted to give him a little bit of focus. But I think this whole midfield thing is just a running theme for the whole stream today. It's a running theme because anybody you mention, you must be like, and how will he work with that midfield? That's what you must ask yourself.
Exactly.
Which is not easy. If you have to think about it. So yeah, Bafit. When it comes to Nduli, Mr. Coach. Oh wait,
Yes,
come, Mr. What do you think about us signing Sihle Nduli from Stellenbosch?
Hey man, impact. I feel like it's gonna be more better than. I could say if it's because the way Patrick was performing at the end of the season. Was a down from getting players of the season last season, just last season, guys. Not 2 seasons ago. Last season. Yeah. Tosa, because he didn't perform.
Are you one of his fans?
Ntuli.
I thought you were talking about Patrick.
No, I was one of his fans, my man.
Was?
What happened?
Not the way he was performing last season. Wabona last season. Don't fall Maela. Nah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous for having a player last season. Like just yesterday, you were playing very well. Very well, and then you weren't performing.
It's hard now.
No, it's ridiculous.
No, I think it's also a Jose thing. Remember, a lot of these players with Mbatha like a confidence, knowing that if I do this, like we were saying with Tito, if I make this move and then this and that happens and it doesn't come off, if I'm confident that the coach likes it or agrees with it, then it becomes easier to do again and again and be that person you are supposed to be. So there is a case to be made that it was
Jose. Your question.
Yeah.
I can say Ntuli can make an impact if we get also the perfect coach, Rabon, to impact these signings we're getting. I get if Retloa Shapo Mara, Vela Tantarlanelin to Governor no sign no fella, I would say a guy. Like what?
That's so true. But what's I in a fair? I'm still coach it or
We're just signing.
We don't know for who. Hey, that's the worst part, guys.
I won.
It is the worst part.
Tato's midfield.
We already showed KB and me. I don't know what trust you have there. I really don't. I can say she really midfield everything. Definitely there isn't a midfield. And like Hotto Chile, Makhaula is 35. Fede injury record is he's 35 from 2. We can't rely on him. There is no way where we can rely on him. So you see, signings are well and good. Only if the coach can or what a player is. So now we are signing, but like Mutoloring is not gonna be dictating what happens on the pitch. So
we don't even know who this person is.
Yeah, it's like,
Karen.
let me make an example. It's like Mutotlinang akere what di metera sa di batlang. Mara,
Yes.
we're almost like the CEO is buying the handy Andy instead of the cleaner buying the talent.
Kappa, the CEO is writing the list.
Hey, and the CEO is busy there handling handy Andy's when he should be handling other things.
Baba Sekaya.
And you don't know anything.
Hey, Shumpetu, you are buying. I think there was, I don't know if it was an advert on TV about how men buy groceries, but then we always go for the cheapest things. And then you look for tea in the house and you find, is it Frisco? Or what is it? Or you're looking for coffee, you find Frisco. You're like, Trinco. That's all tea at the end of the day.
That's pirates currently.
Yeah.
Like, it's keep afraid to, you can't afford to sleep for one day. Wait, see, I've noticed that ever since I've been following transfer windows and stuff like that,
Yeah.
you miss one transfer window or you fumble one transfer window, you are on the back foot.
Yeah.
You fumble the following transfer window, and we come from a failed transfer window where we got, I think we got in the summer, this time last year. We got Raseboja, Chilveto, Urago, Angola, Marvel, Midfield, we only got Raseboja. We didn't use it. Okay, didn't address. Instead, we brought back Goodman Mosel. Sharp. Okay, we were able to get ourselves to December. I think in fact we were unbeaten when we got December. Still, it don't improve the squad.
Yeah.
So whatever gap that you had left in the previous window, you carry it into that window, and then you create more of a gap. Now I say, listen, now this current transfer window, now you need to make 10 signings just to get back to the level that you were on.
Coach, let me ask you, in terms of players, in terms of players that we need to sign for the midfield, whatever coach we get, what player are you looking at? Or okay, Mto, he can do a job for Pirates.
His name is Jaden Adams, and that was supposed to happen in January. No, I'm kidding.
I saw that one coming.
I think, first of all, I can't express how happy I am for Nduli. KB and I think we did it offline. We did a little scouting and I checked these numbers for the season per 90 and compared them to Makhaula. And they are very close to each other in terms of defensively. He did really well, very close to Makhaula. And he's got that thing that Makhaula doesn't have. He's got the long ball in him. He's got hiding out, he picks up play. And we saw when we played against him that he can. So in the sixth position, I'm not too concerned. As long as Mosele can be given a fair chance as well, then I know that Duli can play and Mosele has his backup. And Selepe, we will ease him into the team as time goes back, because I think he's nowhere near ready to start. But him not
true that. Yeah.
So I think in the sixth, as long as Nduli is a real signing and Mosele is going to be fully fit this season, I think we'll be fine. Hey, but somebody here we go, so many players as well. Hey, never know.
So be optimistic. Be optimistic.
I will never forget. I think it was this time that reported that we have now leading the race.
Here we go. That's medical. National medical.
So
we'll get to Basatin. Let Mr. Coach finish his point about the midfield, yeah?
So for me, in the sixth position, Wafela, yeah, for me, Nduli is a replacement of Makhaula. And if we can have Makhaula this season, that means we have a senior player, we have Nduli, we have Mosele, and we have Lepe. Will be sharp there. The problem comes go in. Okay, I haven't seen too much of Nemtajela, but I think he's going to be our solution for the 8th position.
Okay.
If he's not, that's where we must find. And to question your title, I personally didn't see an 8 in the league that jumped out at me. Or who I must get that player. Nobody. Mbule in terms of profiling, but their behavior no discipline there. So I think we should just stay clear of Mbule.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, Jensen is an 8 for the future. Looked really great in the few performances. He's a young man, he's teenager, so it's not going to put pressure on him. So he should be third choice, Yana fourth choice in that position. So Mbatha Mafita Kamala. I've had it now. That's what we need to find.
Yeah.
I know what's up. I'm not able to take the one and comment.
All right.
Yeah, and that's pretty sad, bro.
I like it. Did you see anybody talk? Well, I don't know about maybe 8.
No, there isn't.
Super Sport is getting relegated. There's no 8, guys.
But I actually think one shout could be Nimtazela, could be. He's one guy that I'm yet to properly research and go through his stats and everything, but he is also the kind of player that our fellow Paganeers have been speaking fond of. So I want to have that chance, but honestly, Mr. Coach, you're right. There is no name that comes to mind in Fitu. There is no name that, no other PSL name. You'll have to come from.
I know who I want. I know exactly who I want. And I don't think we can get him. I don't think he's an option. But if you ask me today, yeah, I asked it all. I like the Champions League.
Well,
that's tough.
I asked Tall and Dool in the midfield.
I'm taller guy.
Okay. I think I want to move on to the left back issue and also talk about Mako and Munyane. But before that, obviously, let me just read the latest comments also from Nomsa. She says, so funny how Mr. Coach used to be so optimistic, but everything changed after that semi-final loss against Pyramids and Coach turned. So, no, she's got your number, Mr. Coach. Before we move on to the left back thing, I think I'll just fagaz by saying it's an issue with Jose. Jose was leaving longer than we knew that he's leaving. But if you look back, the reason why he wasn't playing, people trying this, trying that, Miguel team, this, that, Lo Musele, one game, Rasimucha, thank you very much for your services, is because he already had his squad. The only thing that he tweaked was the whole Mbogazi thing, and I think he probably found it as a blessing because he was like, whoo! My defenders got injured and and I was stuck with Kogi. Now at least there's somebody. And whose fault would that be? I think the reason also, or the biggest thing, is this technical director thing. Because if at least it's not for the coach, at least let it be for the guy who's running the signings and the transfers. So yeah, Bafetu, that is our midfield crisis, but I feel like we've only scratched the surface there. We'll see what we can do moving forward. There's still a lot of stats that we need to look through. Sharp. So Bafetu, here we are without a left back around the age of 24, 25 anymore. We've got a younger Madiba. He's much younger than Dion Hotto, who is 33. I think Madiba is 19. And Hotto, like I said, is 33, 34, 35, 36.
35.
35. Yo.
Munyane and the computer have just bounced. I think with the Munyane thing and the Mako thing, I'll ask whether you guys feel it would be would they be traitors if they had to go to Chiefs, or would you gladly give them to Chiefs?
They will be traitors. Any player who goes to Chiefs is a traitor. Any player from Pirates who goes to Chiefs is a traitor. Whether you played 5 minutes, whether you played 100 minutes.
We don't want to.
You can't think like that as a Pirates player. There's no way.
Come on, by two.
Okay, first of all, I think I owe it to him. Thank you for your service to Pastor Kamako. I think he had an incredible career for Pirates. I'm very sad to see him leave. And it's ruining it. But first of all, he was our most senior player. Before Vaya, he was our most senior player, one. And the word on the street is that he was offered a contract extension. I ain't trying to shout that way. Me, when I was growing up, my chance, it was treason to cross the street like that. I remember Majoro, he had signed frequent like the Pirate while Chiefs put him on ice for 6 months straight. I don't remember Pirate were no matter. So the fact that we can let two players cross that, I am tired of Munyani. I love injury. I'm wishing him ill or anything like that.
Yeah.
But his injury record does suggest that.
My guy.
You
don't like Maro.
Not right.
In fact, it's wrong.
He was never going to make people to make it correct.
It's illegal.
Do you feel like Chiefs would be getting strengthened, or was left back? Because left back was not a position that I feel like. Because left back is not a position I feel like we needed players in.
Yes.
Maybe one player, right? But it wasn't. Oh my god! I mean, I know we've had discussions to say Hore Arna left back and whatever, but it wasn't my first problem. It wasn't my first problem, Mr. Coach. With that face, thank you. You couldn't have said it better myself. So, so with that said, now, are we giving away some players to go strengthen another team, the rival team, or I actually feel like Rabano in a good way?
To be honest, my man,
we're giving them false hope. They're gonna get Mako and then they're gonna get him for 3 months.
Any player from Pirates, bro, is a good player, man. Any situation. Let last day when you heard Tito was at Sundowns, like Sundowns, it's what's up again. Even though Tito was old, my man, you're like, hey, Marai, keep play, I go Kayangon. Like serious. Let's have you some
yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's quality.
Yeah, Professor Manyani is a good player.
Yeah, it's
just injured.
It is getting strengthened by chance.
But it won't change the world for them, bro. Those guys.
Yeah, don't change anything, but I have a choose.
The problem is it helps. That's the problem.
It helps. Honestly.
That's tough to hear, gents. I wish it wasn't like that. Well, like I said, I guess nobody's supporting me, but hopefully somebody will support me in the chat. I feel like we're actually giving them false hope because that's 2 injury-prone players, Buffet too. How long are they going to play for? If they make no other full-back signings, I'll be very happy. If it's just those 2, that's me finding something. Yeah, go Chiefs.
I'm gonna take your word, my man.
I'm gonna remind you.
Yeah, we're gonna remind you. Tito looks so concerned.
How can you be wrong?
No, I feel like we've little brought them so much that we can give them the hand meet down. I think we've gotten to that point.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I don't want to say who's big bro and who's little bro, but Shabaka Pinga.
We are big bro.
Big bro, man.
We are big bro.
Really big bro.
Shewanka Pinga Bafetu. We thought we were getting a star. Like it's about two. Like hope on an idea.
To an extent, Erasmus too, well. But Erasmus Buffet to the one we called, not the Erasmus that we sent to France.
Yeah, so let Chiefs also learn the hard way, Buffet. Yeah, Buffet. So
left back.
yeah, we were having a debate this morning, or somebody was commenting on the Buccaneer brief show this morning, this afternoon, saying that Pasadine. And there was Hannah. Who was the other option, Mr. Coach?
Neo Rapo.
I don't know if you guys have seen Neo Rapo. He's a 19-year-old youngster playing for Super Sport. And I guess the versus battle at the moment is, do you want Rapo, 19-year-old, looking at what you already have at left back, or would you make the more sensible acquisition and get Pasadine?
Second option.
Tato's same thing.
Mainly because we don't know who the coach is going to be.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody proven once.
Yeah. In my opinion, I said in the brief this morning, we need both of them. Actually, first of all, he was a youngster, and for me, I'm not bashing him, but he hasn't hit that level for me. The performance that I've seen him get skinned one too many times for my liking. He's still young, all right, but he needs to see a player above him that can ease him into the position and give him that opportunity. And for me, I would hate to see us put everything on him. If I have to see another season of Hotto final balls, I will cry tears.
That's true.
For me, Pasadine is a break the bank, call his parents, you must speak to his parents directly, do whatever you can, get the man over the line. He's a ceiling raiser. But when you have Van Rooyen on the right and
Pasadine on the left,
you start focusing on things. But if we get someone like Rapo, he's 19-year-old, bro. If he makes mistakes with the ring,
exactly. And plus we have Madiba there. So I feel like Vele 19 plus 19, they're going to clash. Yeah.
Exactly. I heard somewhere that, so I think Utleko Andy that Pirates Ipizika, we have a 5-year plan project, a 5-year project to win the league. That started with Jose. So I think there's 2 years left in that plan. Does a Rapo really secure that league for you in the next 2 years? I don't know. Because you bet your bottom dollar that if we don't sign Pasadine, Sundowns will.
Yep, without a doubt.
So you guys don't want to secure maybe potentially one of the best ever young left backs in the country? Do you want him? Do you want Sundowns to get him now, and then we get Pasadine, and then after 3 years, we are saying, hey, Rapo was right in our midst, right in our hands, and we let him sleep. Shebanu.
I would be peaceful if that happened, bro. You get the guy that's ready to come do a job now because you want to win silverweight now. Exactly. And then, like I said, ideally you sign them both, but if you must choose, I'm going Pasadine all day.
Thank you.
And the problem is we don't know who the coach is. We need the proven one. What if Coach Etlang doesn't like a youngster?
It doesn't matter, bro. When it comes to, I think for me, certain positions, certain types of players, I think someone like Nduli, any coach who's got his head screwed on right knows to play him. Pasadine for me is that kind of player, in my opinion. Pasadine is objectively top 2 best left backs in the country, second only to Obri Mudiba, and I think over time he will suppress himself.
Overtime. What one? Okay, it's fine. Okay. A couple of comments. Nomsa is here with us. She is not leaving. She is saying, why haven't we gotten rid of Kogi yet? He's no longer the same dude. And also Shandu. And then apparently Kim really wants out. Yes, apparently he does want out, and I don't blame him. And then she says Madiba must be loaned out once. He's not ready for the big leagues. And and then she says Mako. Yeah, true. And then she's like, Mako really had an incredible career with us. Shout out, Spaseka. And then she said also, Tito is posting we note errors but not efforts. That sounds like exactly what Tito would say. Why always me? Thank you for that one.
So
which provides us with a great segue to talk about Kwayiba. Is he our new number 10 prospect? Will he fill the Tito and Shenko gap? Sinokolo Kwayiba scored a goal against Mozambique in the most recent Bafana game. He does play as an attacker, second striker type. Do you guys know anything about him? Am I giving you guys new news, Gamo and Mtatos? If you guys do know anything about him, what do you think? Yeah, like I said, he's 20. He's still young. He's a second striker / number 10. I feel like he could also play false 9, and he could replace Makhaula also. So yeah.
Makhaula is always a scapegoat, dude.
And about 2 years, man. 2 years.
Oh, and he has an eye for goal, gents. So I don't know if I can get some overall stats here. I just don't want to get bogged down with too many numbers, but let me just quickly show you guys what I am seeing here, what the website is telling me. Here he is. Kwayiba. Oh, I thought you said Madiba. Yeah, it's a Kwayiba. So yeah, 25 appearances, started 24 of those games. He was in the team of the week 3 times. I think that's the Sofa score team of the week. 6 goals. 1.6 shots per game. His passing stats are also not bad, but you guys know with the CAM they're always trying these audacious passes, so I don't mind if they lose the ball.
I don't mind,
So 72% pass accuracy. I'm not gonna read the defensive stats. I'm looking at the heat map. He does drift. He drifts a lot to the right hand side, it seems. But yes, he does play centrally, and he looks like he doesn't mind dropping deep either. I don't think the Bafana game was enough to summarize him. But I do feel like, in an attacking sense, the reason why I was comparing him to Makhaula is because I feel like he can play a false 9 that can actually shoot when the opportunity presents itself, because it's all well and good being a false 9, but then when you are now in the striker position, now when you are in the 9, please at least have something about. So yeah, I think I don't know how he would fit in with everybody, but with Mabasa playing striker, he can be the new 10, and also to challenge Tito, just to Tito. They are only seeing our errors, they are not seeing our efforts. So maybe he can challenge him, bro. I saw a star.
But he sounds good from what you're saying. He sounds like a competitor at Tito, man. And I mean that's what we need. Tito ambona nzabua dintata itekela ngwafela mu social media.
Yes, star.
We need performance.
Since when the pro players start questioning criticism?
Tito lena. Aye.
unacceptable. When we kept calling his name and Maela, Azanga won next, not too like it.
We were praising effort. Danko, Mr. Coach. Danko, Mr. Coach.
It's
Let's
not a risky challenge here. This is top level football, man. Come on now.
A job just needs good performance all the time. That's all we need, man.
Bro.
Do your job.
You must say I had him and you try again.
That's pretty.
The truth, bro.
Yeah, that is a thing that I would expect from my little brother to say when he gets detention at school. When I'm quiet, nobody's saying anything, but when I start talking, now it's a problem. You're not giving me praise when I'm keeping quiet and behaving. And also, just sticking with Tito, at the end, as soon as Jose left, Tito 90 minutes. So there could be a psychological thing that makes him feel like I'm carrying this club, Kili one. And that is a very dangerous thing to think. Yeah.
There's one thing that these players must know, bro, especially me personally.
Yeah.
Like support the Pirates, like support the player. I back my players. But I support the Pirates.
That's right.
I think that's one thing they forget, the players. We are not our defender Tito. Like we know with Tito at the stadium.
Yeah.
I'm supporting Tito. We support Orlando Pirates.
We are saying Tito, keep doing your job.
When we are busy in the stadium with Tito, it's not for you. It's so that we are lifting you so that you can give us a performance that we need. Okay, win a game, not just yeah.
Exactly. Tito high game said to be completely honest, he's one of the best talents that we have in the country.
He is,
when he's on song, can be a conversation when it comes to anybody being better. So it'll be great to see him get back to his thing. Mara, I believe 10 straight games at the Kubu and I think, fortunately for us, Kim Weedy, just gonna start with Kim Weedy. If I'm management, I'm closing the door on all of us. Thank you very much. Unless a new coach comes in and says I won't do it. But until he says that, the player's under contract, is my player, is going nowhere. So
I don't even want him in your news. I don't even want to see him in your newspaper.
It's fair that he wants to leave them.
100%. 100% contract. So yeah, like I'm saying, unless the coach comes in and preseason and then he assesses them and decides that he's not going to use them, then it's fair. Let him go, loan him out or something. But until a coach says this is somebody we need to hold on to. So I think he can do that job at Tito while he does soul searching until he has to go to Tibet. Between him really, we can keep it ticking for a while. Number 10
you know what, bro? Yeah, I think the market with Pagania, how many times is it that we sign a player for one position, but because he's that certain profile and now he's at Pagania, we need to maybe just tweak where he actually plays. Like a case I can talk about is maybe Musele and with Ndlondlo. With Ndlondlo, he had a little bit more license to attack, but it's like, you're not that dope at attack, so we're going to put attackers in the attacking midfield, and you're not so dope at defense, and so we can't play you at the 6, so we're going to play you as like a half 8 and see how you go. So it's very hard for us. Like with Ndulu, we don't even know if he's going to be a 6-6-6 that's defensive, or if he's going to be more of a ball player. Maybe because talent Boshba pitch. Here's the ball, kick. But here it's gonna be like Oh, those long balls, I see them, but I think I want you to clean up because we need the best in every position. So when we scout, eish. And comment here by Nomsa, she's like, Kwayiba has potential. He needs to work on his finishing, but otherwise he makes defenders sweat. So yeah, guys, if you guys have don't have anything right now, I want to get there, Vela. Like, do we build a team? Okay, but I think my question will also help. Will also help. Basically, I was saying, is it better to build a team with Makhaula and then Mabasa, and then get an extra striker and then play towards Mabasa, or take a Kwayiba, make him a false 9, push Makhaula to the side, and then see how that goes? I'm just trying to get Kwayiba's role. So yeah, you can finish your point on Kwayiba, Mr. Coach.
Number 2, I like Kwayiba's profile, bro. I think the only issue, the same thing everyone can know, so his finishing is not yet convincing. But he's not necessarily an outside striker. So I think 6 goals for a supporting role for a team like Chipa, I think it's decent. His work in the final third is very clear. He's just different. Somebody said in the comments somewhere, he's more like a Mbuyane kind of player, which is not something that we have a lot left in the PSL. So we can definitely, in my opinion, I think we can go to a 4-4-2 where we have, remember now, I always say, build your team around Mabasa or attack around Mabasa because he can get you goals. So if you have someone like Mabasa to finish up and unfortunately Kwayiba plays on his right and side, Kwayiba can take care of that noise, alleviate some of the pressure from Mabasa, and then play Mabasa for the finish because Kwayiba is not exactly great at finishing yet. So I think he can definitely do a job, but we would need a very strong midfield to get the ball there in the first place because he's not gonna be like Mufukeng and Betu and Eric Yatada.
Mr. Coach. Mr. Coach, I'm saying, yeah, I was
I have fed up now. We don't cast about here with you. I do take it and go on our sign out police. But yeah, I think we do the whole. To be honest, Makhaula has actually attracted, according to rumors, attention overseas, even in North Africa. I would cash out personally. Cash out now.
If he's worth something, get it. Yeah.
Because I never have it.
Mtatos, I'm not asking you between Makhaula and Mabasa. I'm asking between trust on our wing Cocomelons and get a Kwayiba who has an eye for goal, or make our wing Cocomelons play towards Mabasa and get a backup striker. And by the way, Radio Pana to be net.
Next.
I think
that was sad. That was sad. To finally see good. Hey, you know what? Not everyone can
the hardest skill to perform on the pitch.
I think Coach, like, I'm a little build the team around Mabasa. Mabasa is a good striker. He's a net white saver, Mabasa. We've seen it before. So, but I don't want the team to be. I mean, we've seen the Cocomelons. They've risen, value 2 on the left and the right. So, as they go on battle, they're gonna figure them out. The teams in the PSL, they're gonna figure them out, and they're gonna create a defense around Bonabadi too. So, and the problem is we won't have anything through the middle. Household as well. If Tito Wadlala, yeah, but we're gonna have a problem penetrating in the middle. So I think Kwayiba should play as like a second shadow striker behind Mabasa, so that Hotto told us some penetration in the middle, plus the Cocomelons on the wide, so that we can attacking wise, like the defenders must ask themselves questions. It mustn't go repel. If we don't get a Kwayiba sort of player, the defender did not run fit. Bear 2 men that go that 2 men that go Mfukeng.
Exactly.
And they shut us down that way. But I'll be 2 men they shut us down because Mabasa I don't think he's really good at that false 9 type of thing. But net white and then he must get the service. And we can't rely on the 2 Cocomelons, but I think we need more than that.
Yeah. One note, I don't know what you just said so much. You guys know that Mfukeng got twice as many assists than in the closest second this whole season.
Really?
Yeah, 27 goal contributions. I think it was 12 goals, which makes it, why is math running away from me now? 17?
Oh, yeah.
15.
He did better than Saleh.
15 assists, twice as many as
away.
the second. So, one thing that we forgot about Mapagani is that Mfukeng actually carried our attack the whole season.
If
we lose heavily, so if we lose those goals, you have to find them somewhere.
Yeah. No, I don't know, Mr. Bad News. I can say statement is you're giving us good news, but you're making them sound bad. What we are talking about is who to build the team around. So it actually it is within context to say, if you lose those goals, what are we gonna do? So that means you are strengthening your point to say, let's go get somebody who can score 10 goals, even if he's just standing still on the penalty box. As long as it's not offside, at least let's play around the striker position. Let's get used to giving the ball to the striker. And if we get too used to giving it out wide and Mfukeng bounces, then you are left with a bunch of wide players. Now you've kept Kim Vwidi, you haven't taken money for him. You've signed your Kwayiba, you've signed your Khositsile, saying that I know I'm gonna put Kwayiba there in the middle, I'm gonna make him a false 9. If anything goes wrong, I'll replace him with Makhaula since I'm playing the false 9. And then another thing that is very how can I say, young father dating. It's glaring, I think is the word I'm supposed to use. Have you guys noticed that Mabasa is not goals coming from the bench? You can't say I have goals coming from the bench if you don't start Mabasa.
No, he's not. No.
The only way he becomes a goal threat is from the start.
Yeah. He's a striker. He's a proper striker.
Sure, but it sucks. Like, we've got the attributes spread around players and we're just struggling to get it all together, my feet. And then when everybody's not performing at 100%, like Mbatha, like a Tito, that's when you're like, hey, Shana, we don't have one player that can fix it all. And our solutions are more philosophy system based rather than impact player. Like, you have to go from 4 at the back to 3 at the back or something like that.
This is why we need to build around Mabasa, because are the Phoenix of the bench. So which means we must already think he's a starter. So which means we must okay.
He must be playing he wants.
He must be playing because off the bench, next, as you say, next. So because when he does start, he gives us something, and then 60 minutes out,
this means Musele, Makhaula, Tito. When Tito's tired, we say Kwayiba. No, I'm just saying, if we're going to play
Kwayiba and Kota combination sounds good though.
Yeah, Mea supported me. No, I'm just saying, if we are now saying we are building around Mabasa, it means we're gonna have to make a sacrifice somewhere in the midfield, and usually going to the attacking. And we've seen them try Buffet too. Oh, I think I've only seen one dope move that came out with with Tito and Mabasa. One that flowed nicely. Remember that back heel, Mr. Coach? Remember that back heel?
Very much.
So it's such a specific situation that needs to happen for a Tito and a Mabasa to join. But then once it clicks and Mabasa can even score a hat trick. But I feel like it's a Maisana Libo Baroka, it's a Maisana Liboma super sporty, it's a Maisana, because I've always said Mabasa is a flat track bully Buffett, and I dare any of you all to challenge me at that statement.
That hat trick, that night play was against Baroka.
I want to be MP there.
Ish.
No, it's not a big game player.
But like, guys, Pirates is a big team to be going through such crisis right now, dog.
Bro, and we are from
like, what's going on?
Come on, don't hit us where it hurts, bro.
like, it's
you are hitting us where it hurts. Gents, did any of you guys see who we are linked with an African coach? Oh, he's from DRC. He has coached Al Hilal, and he has CAF winning experience. But did you guys hear about that story?
No.
Yeah. So basically, we are linked to him. His name is Florent Bani, Ikbene, or something like that. We covered him in this morning's show. So for anybody, if anybody wants any more information, you guys can just go onto the channel, go on to live, and then you'll find there on the list the Buccaneer brief from this morning. But Mr. Coach,
what just happened to the stream? That was me. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, but Mr. Coach was actually very excited about him in the sense that he has won stuff. And you know what, Buffett? And he has international. He won stuff in Africa. He coached RS Berkane. I think, Mr. Coach, just clarify with me. They beat us in the CAF Confed Cup when they went on to win it.
In the final, they beat us in the final.
They beat us in the final. So, and like I said, if you have international coaching experience, it means you know how to pick your best players and adapt. And you know how to scout and just make a decision. So I think that holds us in good stead. So I just want to hear from you guys whether you are happy about that, and the only reason you would be unhappy about that is because you have another coach in mind.
I'm happy about it.
Yeah,
I'm happy about it. The closer we get to a star with a coach that can get a star, the better.
Away.
He sounds like another Pablo.
Yeah? Pablo Franco
another Plambanya.
This is not a plumber. No. This man is an engineer.
Electrician. Okay.
No, this man has experience, Buffett. This man has experience, and national team Al Hilal in the Sudanese league. Apparently, even people from Tanzania want him. He's just not so glamorous, but he looks like an authoritarian. If you just look at his pictures, he looks like he demands respect, and he's great. How's that Spanish guitar? How does Spanish guitar? Like a black diamond, straight. Like a blood diamond. I dropped my Mr. Coach's makarapa here. Hade makarapa. So yeah, Buffett.
I really think, and maybe my this is just hope, maybe because I'm a Pirates fan. I think we had a team to win the CAF. I think we did. Now it's gonna be dismantled because a lot of players are gonna leave. Really, this is my campaign to you right now. Bucs Chat live. Really, you cannot leave Pirates. You cannot leave Pirates.
And we've been saying that for the past 3 seasons.
So, Janung, I think if we get a coach like that has that experience or Refitle to the next level, and the next level is CAF, I really don't think the league is. I'm very concerned.
I'm
very concerned. I'm very, very concerned, Kali. I'm extremely concerned. And I think the closest we can get to and I don't want to say meaningful trophy, that's bad. To either a star or a league is a star. Because I saw how next year let's say Pyramids lay Sundowns, and my word, Pyramids were better. Fair, they won the game, but we were better than Pyramids.
Thank you.
We were much better than Pyramids. We were much better. That experience, okay, we are rexing. And I'm gonna keep on saying this because young hair Tatabi. Mara, if we get a coach like that can take us to that next level, especially because we have the youngster in the squad, I think it would be a good thing. An experienced coach would be a great thing. After the plum, would be a great thing, I think.
Are you guys willing to take whatever he comes with? I'm an experienced coach. Mabasa, bench. Makhaula, come up here. Hey, I'm an experienced coach. Hey, Maela, what have you been doing? You are starting every game from now on. I'm putting you next to Nduli. And at the back, what highlights you guys have been watching? But Kogi is my number 1 defender. And then he pulls a Cardoso. What if?
Coach Utilo, we say if the coach has any 2 screws, they look that's like an Angie. He'll put the right players there.
Okay, first of all, he has won it. Now I will always pass someone who's won it over someone who has not. So I will give him benefit of doubt and definitely over long period for Rahoni. But for me, I'm gonna be honest. More importantly, next season in Petu. The stadium, maybe Maela ball was nice, chanting, everything.
Again,
gone are those days.
Alright, Tito. Okay, Kupa winner, no heck.
I'm not saying we must now start playing helicopter football. Why back to
Kevin Hart, as Andre Arendse. Pragmatism.
That's right. We are tired.
Eight league trophies in a row for Sundowns.
Well, I don't know why fans are more angry about this.
But it's because there's nothing we can do about it, bro. We keep on clutching at straws. We are asking for financial fair play. We are asking for them to go to another league. We're just looking for every other. Because look at Cardoso. Cardoso's not that great of a coach, but gents. And also, he just came in halfway. But he absolutely had to do nothing to win that league. He had to just be like,
Basically 3 different coaches of Sundowns, 1 in a row. Like
the players are winning it themselves.
It's madness.
No, Arca virus only 4. And no technical team as Sundowns. Win a league.
Coach. We have the resources are there.
We'll just need somebody to be able to fly to Brazil.
We can't bring it together. We can't bring it together. That's the problem.
That's why if we bring a coach at Kavang Chayetang, then we can build the foundation for us to keep winning it, or at least keep challenging it, because after 11 points as a challenge. It's just
11. It's not even a little. 11 points.
Yeah, comment says. Yeah, so comment says we're spitting facts, gents. I hope we see a better Mabasa season next season. I also just think we should be prioritizing a lethal, clear-cut striker since the team isn't going to play Lepasa. Yeah, so she's just strengthening our argument there that we need goals, but goals at the end of the day, goals. And that semi-final hurt us deep. Yeah, gents, I just don't want to have another season where we have hope in a certain set of players. Halfway through the season, it changes again, and then we are forced to tussle other players with our hope and all of that stuff. And yeah, we have reached the end of the stream. I don't think we have talked. It feels like we haven't talked about anything so far. Maybe we can establish that we need a left back. We all know we need a left back and Arna midfield and Arna coach. That's what we know after this stream. Nomsa, thank you for the information telling us about Tito. He needs to pull those socks up. He needs to comb that hair, and he needs to shave. A football player has his own personal power, Bafit. It's only me that can go on a stream. Kisokuti. He only plays once to twice a week, Bafetu. Huh? Oh. On the way to the game, on the bus, he can be getting his hair. No, I'm kidding. It's not about that. Just that thing, Mr. Tito and all players that play in a top flight league where you are we are flying on TV every day. We are going to criticize him too. Oh, yes. We're like, oh, you did well, and then somebody says, he's getting 50,000 to do that. Oh, okay, so he's doing his job.
Was he playing good? Yeah, Mr. KB, was he playing so good last season because of Saleng?
No, Tito's a very good player, one of the best ever.
Tito's a very good player.
He's just high maintenance. He's high maintenance.
Volume guy, volume
That's not where he started losing his mind. But in December, when him and Mbatha disappeared without any explanations, he never came back.
He's a clone.
He disappeared.
And a flop of pirate, and then we like when there's somebody with discipline issues, rob club or whatever, we'll never find out. Not true, like so like. Gone just 1 week, bro. Be a national team player, and then after that, I was
like a special occasion. And Helga Sheba, they both didn't know Mbatha started, but nobody would have told you, or you wouldn't have believed anybody if they told you at the beginning of the season, Rofitla Kev semi-finale and Harfitara Tito's not going to start. It's gonna be like, wait, how did we get there in the first place? What do you mean Tito's not gonna start? So we've got another comment here. Mudiba is not make sure Mudiba. Hey, Mr. Coach will beg to differ there. That's coming from Rivalani. I my chance. I think I can hold my peace. No Kosi. Yeah, gents. I enjoyed that show. These shows just show me that we are in trouble. I don't know when we started this Bucs Chat live thing, but I remember only a couple of happy ones, and ever since then we have been in trouble.
What happened, happy people?
Oh, Bafetu. I know he's over Bafetu. Sele mapaka wenze njani we mapaka wenze njani. Thank you, Mabasa, for tuning in. Hit the comments, hit the like, share. Link in the description. WhatsApp group. Join. We don't bite. But hey, we still don't have a coach. You can't promise you that. But Fetsu Tako!
I want to follow you.